A fool and his money are soon parted. That old proverb isn't just folk wisdom, it's economic reality. But here's what most people miss. The opposite is also true. A wise person and opportunity are never separated for long. The wealthy don't just stumble into fortune. They follow principles so ancient, so tested by time, that ignoring them is like refusing to use a map in unfamiliar territory. You'll eventually find your way, maybe, but you'll waste years doing it. Let me share something that changed how I view money forever. Years ago, I sat across from a mentor who'd built 3 successful companies. He told me, "Franklin, most people treat money like a stranger. The wealthy treat it like family, with respect, boundaries, and long-term commitment." That conversation happened 15 years ago, and I've watched it prove true in every client meeting, every business deal, every financial decision since. The first principle is deceptively simple: never spend what you don't have. I know you're thinking that's obvious, but look around. The average American carries over $16,000 in credit card debt. That's not spending money, that's spending future money, money you haven't earned yet, money that comes with interest attached like a parasite. The Jewish tradition calls this living within your gates, knowing your boundaries and respecting them fiercely. I had a client, brilliant guy, engineer at a tech company, making 6 figures. Came to me drowning in debt. Nice car, nice house, nice vacations, all financed. He looked successful, but his bank account told a different story. We spent 6 months unwinding that mess. You know what he told me after? I was performing wealth, not building it. That distinction matters. Here's where it gets interesting. The second principle: make your money work harder than you do. This isn't about being lazy, it's about being smart. Every dollar you earn should have a job. Some dollars work in investments, some dollars work in business, some dollars work in real estate. The wealthy understand that active income has a ceiling. There are only so many hours you can work. But passive income? That has no ceiling. Wealth rarely comes from noise or shortcuts. If you're ready to learn what most overlook, subscribe and walk a smarter path forward. I run several businesses now, and I've managed teams of hundreds for 8 years. You know what I've learned? The difference between someone who stays middle class and someone who builds real wealth isn't talent. It's not even luck. It's understanding leverage. The third principle is all about leverage. Use other people's knowledge, other people's time, and yes, other people's money wisely. Let me tell you about a friend of mine, a real estate developer in Texas. Started with nothing. His first deal? He didn't have money for a down payment, so he found a property the owner was desperate to sell, negotiated seller financing, then brought in a partner with renovation expertise. He used the seller's need, the partner's skills, and the bank's eventual refinancing to turn a $20,000 property into something worth $180,000 in 18 months. That's leverage. He didn't need to have everything, he needed to know how to orchestrate everything. But here's what they don't tell you about leverage. It magnifies everything. Your wins get bigger, sure. But your mistakes get bigger too. That's why the fourth principle might be the most important. Always maintain a margin of safety. Never go all in. Never bet everything on one outcome. I've seen this destroy people. Smart people. In 2008, I watched investors who'd leveraged everything lose it all when the market crashed. Houses, businesses, retirement funds. Gone. Meanwhile, those who'd kept reserves, who'd maintained that margin of safety, they didn't just survive, they thrived. They bought assets at fire sale prices while everyone else was panicking. Warren Buffett, a man worth over $100 billion, keeps massive cash reserves. Always. Even when people criticized him for not investing during bull markets. You know why? Because he understands that opportunity doesn't announce itself. It shows up during chaos, during crashes, during moments when everyone else is too scared or too broke to act. That margin of safety isn't timidity, it's strategic patience. Now the fifth principle is where most people fail. Invest in yourself before anything else. Your skills, your knowledge, your network. These assets can never be taken from you. Markets crash, companies fail, real estate values drop. But the knowledge in your head, the relationships you've built, those compound forever. I spend at least 20 hours a month reading books, ebooks, industry reports, financial statements. People think that's excessive, but here's what they miss. Every book I read either saves me from a costly mistake or shows me a new opportunity. That's a return on investment that beats the stock market every single time. Let me share something personal. About 6 years ago, I invested $30,000 in a business mastermind group. My wife thought I was crazy. That money could have gone toward a kitchen remodel she wanted. But in that group, I met 3 people who became business partners. Those partnerships have generated over $2 million in revenue since then. The kitchen? We remodeled it 2 years later, paid cash, and still had money left over. Here's what I need you to understand. Creating this content, researching these principles, distilling 15 years of financial consulting experience into formats that actually help people. It takes time. It takes my team's time. It takes resources. If you're getting value from this, if something I've said has shifted how you think about money, subscribe. That's how you tell me to keep doing this. That's how you encourage this work. Because I promise you, the principles we discuss here can change your financial life forever. Let me ask you something, and I want you to answer in the comments. Which of these 5 principles is hardest for you? Is it living within your means, making your money work, using leverage, maintaining that margin of safety, or investing in yourself? Be honest. I read every comment from subscribers first, and I want to help you work through whatever's blocking your wealth-building journey. You know what separates the wealthy from everyone else? It's not that they know secrets, it's that they actually implement the basics consistently. These 5 principles aren't complicated. An 8-year-old could understand them. But a 40-year-old with debt, bad spending habits, and no investment strategy, they'll find every excuse not to follow them. I've consulted with beginners making $30,000 a year, and I've advised executives making millions annually. The principles don't change. The scale changes. The complexity changes. But the foundation? Always the same. Live within your means. Make your money work. Use leverage wisely. Maintain safety margins. Invest in yourself constantly. There's a reason these principles have survived thousands of years. They work. They worked in ancient markets. They work in modern economies. They'll work in whatever financial system exists 50 years from now. Because they're based on human nature, on mathematics, on reality, not on trends or fads or get-rich-quick schemes. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one principle. Just one. Implement it this week. Maybe you create your first budget. Maybe you open an investment account. Maybe you buy that book you've been putting off. Maybe you reach out to someone whose expertise you need. One action. That's how wealth builds. One intelligent decision at a time, compounded over years. Check the description below for the last video we published. If this one helped you, that one will too. And let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'm curious about our community's reach. Mexico, Canada, France, the USA. Let's build this together.